Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's
got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
Running back Jordan Howard is a very powerful runner, can run through tackles, run over defenders. His rookie year finished 2nd in the league in rushing. In 2017, was 6th overall. 2018 found a shift in philosophy, didn't get the ball nearly as much, but he expects to return to form and be that crunching, punishing runner in 2019.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the 1st down to play going for 15 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
The second-round pick out of LSU. The league's about to get their first real extended look at running back Darius Geis, who missed all of his rookie season with a knee injury, but he was ultra-productive in college with over 3,000 yards rushing, a strong runner in.
And it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Finds his tight end Ingram. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Carr now on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
He talked about the plays he didn't make. That's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jermaine Kearse, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 13 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Smith on 3rd down. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, this is Geis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith hands off to Geis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now a run with Geis. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Smith now to throw. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They'll run with Geis. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. It's Geis on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. This is Howard on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got Curse. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Carr. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Carr going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to look deep now for Land. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Here's Vereen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Cut. Check 50. Check 50. Go.
On the ground, it's Geis. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stat. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Terrell Pryor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And so it was a little bit of a shorter kick. He caught it at the 10, and then he was able to take off, go the rest of the way 90 yards to the other end zone for the kick return touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Ready. 10 logo. Here I come.
On first down, it's Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You go. 60 yards. Check 37. Check 37. Now.
Smith throwing again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Smith. That one complete to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To the air again, Smith. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And got his man complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Go. 30 base. We own them. Check. Lucky. Big grip.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And 2 spot.
It's a pickup of 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. From the 31, Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On the delay, it's Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, here's Vereen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now Carr. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Carr finds his tight end Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, the spin. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Howard. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go with Howard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They go counter with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. The tackle made by Todd Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Howard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Smith. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. He's got Curse. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. On the delay, this is Vereen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We're good.
They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Smith. It's Hill, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Go! 50, plant. 53, check 9.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Smith throwing again. It's complete. Vereen. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Oakland, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.